Hello everyone, my name is Sun, your local Fox boy, artist, variety, streamer, little guy who got chocolates on Valentine's and is now thanking you guys for the chocolates on Valentine's. Hi. Sun, did I know what? Did I know something? Also, Spook, what were you talking about? Why did you say Yowie? Also, thank you for the candy. You know, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Twitch subscription once a month. That's right. Consider using your free subscription here to support your Prime. Use your Prime on me. You don't have to, little old me. But if you do, how could I not be flattered? But hi everyone. Hello. Today, today's White Day, which for anyone who doesn't know, it is more an Eastern tradition where you if you have given, typically it's the girl who gives the guy chocolates on Valentine's Day stuff. In reciprocation, if you receive chocolates on Valentine's Day, you give them back, you gift them something white in return. So like marshmallows usually is like a sweet thing, flowers, ribbons that are white and that kind of stuff. It's the Yaoi browser thing for the extent. Oh! I added that. So here's the problem, Spook, which is I add like the browser extension emotes. I cannot see them on my end through like the Twitch like control panel basically. Like I'm not in my own chat technically. I don't know why they don't appear in the like control panel. Like if you did it now, I'll see it on like my OBS screen because it'll come up in my chat here. But I cannot I typically read it, especially on my BRB screen. I'm looking at my, control panel to look at notifications and stuff. So I didn't I forgot. I put these in thinking no one's going to use these. These are just for me. I have like all of the Final Fantasy 14 classes. If you do like the capital letter, it's just a small indie company, the has a little bit of scuff in it. If you do capital letter S through S, A, B, C, D, F, yeah, like that. If you do S through F and then lowercase rank in one word, like S rank, it'll come up with like a DDR style letter will come up. What else do I have? I have a couple of like League of Legends ones just for Yumi. I have a couple of other like silly ones. Summoner. It's a little inconsistent because there's no old icons for Reaper. I wish I could tell you what they all are. I don't. Skill issue. There should be an N Knuckles. I don't know how to do that one because it's like case sensitive. There should be a N Knuckles somewhere. I wish I could tell you guys to use these more often, but I had put so many in and these were so long ago I don't remember. There's no easy way for me to like look at my own emotes. You died. Hi, Bard. It cuts off. Oh no. Oh, and I can hydrate. It's Sun. That's me. Hi, everyone. Hello. I have to turn my camera a little bit. There. But hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day today. I ate too much food, which wasn't a lot of food, but like enough to be like, I want to take a nap now, but I have to stream. I told myself I would stream a little bit earlier than normal. One, because I wanted to stream a little bit earlier, and later we're gonna hop into Petra's for community night for Final Fantasy. So that'll be fun. It is Ladies' Day and Hatching Tide. If you haven't done the event yet, please consider waiting up to do it tonight with the rest of us. It's a very cute story. Food coma? I'm ready for it to go into a food coma. But I have agendas today. Two agendas. One, I want to show off to you guys the Clip Studio 3.0 update, which released today, and I purchased this morning in a delirious stupor. I don't know what to call it. I like woke up and then I saw like, oh, Clip Studio 3.0 just dropped, so I bought it. Like, don't even have my glasses on. I am like squinting at my phone, trying to figure out how to put in my payment option so I can buy this. Maybe I even bought the wrong thing, but it worked. And I currently am, I have it loaded up. I'm so excited to explore all of it because there are some things in Clip Studio that I was like, I can live without these features, but I wish it had like XYZ. The first one was Liquify Tool. They added Liquify Tool. I'm happy with it. I can live without the others. They added the other two, so I'm good. Which is modified text tools. The text tools are much better. They have like text wrapping and curve tools, little stuff like that. Y'all ever heard of layer comps? Oh boy, if I had these while I was you know, starting out. Here's the thing, I had access to Photoshop back in the day, but I stopped because once I started really like getting used to Clip Studio, I fully kind of switched over and committed to learning Clip Studio Paint. So I wouldn't have to pay for the subscription for Photoshop. But there's something called layer comps, which is, I don't know how to easily describe it. But you know how in most drawing programs with the layers, you could tell it, turn off this layer and turn on this layer, like hide and unhide layers? Basically, a layer comp is a sort of action or a folder where you tell it, half of these are turned on and half of these layers are turned off. And you make a new one where you say, okay, now it's like every other one is turned on and every other one is turned off in a different pattern. And you don't have to manually try to remember, like, oh, was this one hidden? Like, did I hide this one? Like, oh, I forgot to turn back on this layer when I turn back all these other layers. You just have it all bundled up in one big thing. And it's so good. It's very good for like, oh, I'm making variations of a single drawing. I'm making models would be so easy now. Oh my god. Especially models with a lot of toggles. Oh, it's gonna be so good. But I also have a new agenda because I'm a silly little guy like that. Right? I'm just a little fella. Good info, yes. But in order to use these, you would have to have Clip Studio 3.0. So if you currently use Clip Studio Paint, please check to see if you have 1.0 or 2.0. You do have to buy 2.0 before you buy 3.0 because basically, pretend it is a new version of Clip Studio Paint, not just like, oh, an updated version. Pretend it is like a new license for all these additional features. And it is a one-time purchase. It's currently on 60% off sale because the new version just dropped. I have to pay a little bit extra because I have Clip Studio EX, which is higher than Pro. There's like free trial, Pro, EX. Those are the three layers. Yes. So Pro, you only have to pay from going from 2.0 to 3.0. It is a discount if you already have the previous version. Also, if you pre-ordered Clip Studio Paint recently, or if you bought it recently in like the past few months, you get 3.0 for as a free upgrade. They'll do that sometimes when they announce the next version up. What else? What else? I think it's only like $15 to upgrade. Maybe $20 at most in like a non-sale day. I paid a little bit more. I think I paid roughly about like $45 because it is more premium features on my end that I don't use. Is it justified though? The fact that I don't have to pay for it and I'm, voluntarily paying for the upgrades, I'd say it's worthwhile as a perpetual license. Like it's pretty good, to be honest. Well, let's play with it. Let's play around in it, huh? Also, if you guys get bored, you can go fishing today. That's my little treat to you guys. Let's see, let's see. And I'll show you guys how these features work also. What'd you catch? What'd you catch? Oh, there's no sound. That's my bad. A grunt! Also, like, you can discover new fish. There's a high score. I'm getting off of 14 to fish. I enjoy hearing your voice, son. Very smoothing and calming. Why, thank you very much. I'm very flattered that you guys think so. Application audio capture. Where's fish? Do I just add fish to here? Hold on. Advanced audio properties. Game audio. Game audio. Where is it? Audio. Where's fish? Add. Okay. Now there should be fish sounds. Maybe. Also, son, I want you to know you've infected my tank brain. Why? Tank in what sense? Fish tank or, like, other, like, Final Fantasy tank? Son, why are you so cool? Why are you so cool? Huh? Where are you coming in with this? Also, hi, Ty. Thank you so much for being a good egg for 23 months. Anytime I have a tank buster on me, there's an impulse to chase someone with it. Don't do that in a rando party. That's no good. I mean, sometimes there's tank busters where the tanks have to stack if there's like an alliance raid, but only in that instance. Otherwise, be sure you are doing this with a familiar DPS. Don't do this to the healer. They won't heal you anymore. Intrusive thoughts. I'd say okay, Ty. I think you're very cool. You do cool things. Ooh, clownfish. Look at that, shiny. But let's see. What were we gonna do? How do I show you guys this? I can't. It doesn't fit on the screen. I want to show you guys how layer comps work, you know? Let's see. It didn't close the shape. Ooh, updates, yeah. Hi, Gabi. There were some big updates in Clip Studio Paint recently. You do have to purchase the newest version of, if you already have Clip Studio 2.0, you have to upgrade to 3.0. If you have 1.0, you have to buy 2.0 and 3.0. But you should be able to instantly go up to 2.0 when there's a sale going on like this to, you know, promote the newest version. I'm trying to show off how layer comps work. And I wonder if it would have been easier if I had picked a color. There we go, look at that. So I currently have 2 layers here. And say... Oh, what else do I have? Make a new layer. Ooh, okay. I see what happened. Wow, it's so lovely. I'm gonna make a layer comp. Oh, you can't see the layer. Oh, you can kind of see it in the far upper right. I'm gonna call this layer comp hat. If I wanted to then say, take off the hat and put on the hearts, normally in the layers, I would have to go turn off this, turn on this, right? And every time I would do that, I would have to manually click one off, turn on the other. If I instead make this a new layer comp, I now have hat and heart. Instead of then manually going back to this, I can just click between these two. And it will automatically turn on and off what I need. I can also say, like, hey, for the heart one, I also don't want the background. I don't know if there's I haven't played with this yet. This is I'm still trying to figure out these features. I just got it this morning and I haven't touched anything else. But now, sorry for the flashbang, but now hat will have the background on, heart will have the background off, and you can easily toggle between these two. This is something that Photoshop already has, so if you're familiar with other like editing programs that have these sort of compositional types, this will be familiar to you. But I'm so glad they're in Clip Studio Paint now. It sounds especially helpful with multiple references. So less so for references. This is, oh, I am making a drawing. Not like that. Not like that. Right? Like, I have, for example, hear me out. Multiply. Wow, I've made a nighttime scene with like backlighting. I've added this whole layer to it, right? Oops. I've added this whole like rendering layer to this. But I also need the exact same drawing in a daytime scene. So I've now made a nighttime comp, and I can now switch between all three of these. Now I have hat, and then nighttime with a hat. And then last document state, which is just kind of the last time I had anything edited. I think there's also a setting here, this button, which you cannot see my mouse if I just do this, but there's a button right here where if I turn that on, then any add layer, can you do multiple at once? I'm not really sure. Again, I have to play around with this. But if I add this button on, I can toggle it on and off, as you can see. If I add a new layer, I think it adds it to all layers. All of the layer comps. So I've added a new layer. A little heart here. And I think, yes, now they'll all have this because I've told it that. If I turn it off, I add, cannot see that fish. I draw a fish. I'm drawing this all with my mouse, by the way. It's not included because I told it to exclude it from all of the new ones until I say, hey, oh, if I right-click it, I can tell it to add to layer comp. So let's turn on the fish, right-click hat to add to layer comp. Oh, no, it was add layer comp. Delete. Okay, so, no, save layer comp. Overwrite the selected, yes. So now, this will have the fish in it. Okay, so I can add these. That hat with just the mouse is so good. I've been doing a lot of, listen, it's an acquired skill, but doing compositions with your mouse is very good. I mean, let me show you guys something else I'm working on also. Hear me out. How would you feel if I start doing typing ASMRs? Where did I save this? Where did I save this? I don't know where I saved these. Here? Yeah, here. I also drew this entirely with my mouse. Would you guys be interested in, like, a lo-fi vibe ASMRs? The sweet sound of keyboard smashes? Yeah. It's, it was like POV, your roommate woke up at 3 a.m. to play rhythm games, but he's not very good at them, but he has headphones on, so you just hear the keyboard. This is cool. But yeah, this is just, you could tell, I can tell, if I'm like, ooh, did I draw this with whatever? Like, I can tell because this is how I write. This is how I write with my mouse. That's how I know that I drew this with my mouse. You did this with just mouse? Yeah. But yeah, that's what I have. This is not 100% accurate to my desk, but this is like my Hatsune Miku figure. There's not a window that big behind me, but it's for the aesthetic, you know? Book. I have a book as my monitorizer because it doesn't adjust. I have the animator survival guide there. But yeah. What else were the features? Oh, I can put in a Vroid model, but I don't know if I want to do that because all my Vroid models are kind of clunky right now and I don't want to crash CSP. But I can put in Vroid models and pose them as my art reference, which is very cool. Hi, Kaido. Bookmaster, no longer need to read. Actually, I would argue that I have more of an excuse to read it because it's always in sight. Also, Kaido, thank you so much for your first. Actually, let me take a peek. Spook is the first of the stream, so thank you so much for giving me your first. And also, thank you for the candy. What else? Do I have anything else off the top of my head? I don't know. There's a bunch of other features. I just don't know where they are. Let's see. Let's make a new layer and see what we. Oh. Thanks for getting the lights and thank you for the yowie. This is what Red 40 does to you, but the Red 40 is proof of good candy. Oh, thank you for the yowie. Also, I have to readjust my screen now. There's new filters. Let's see what they have in the filters. I'll make a couple of layers there. Effect? No. Yes, effects. Ooh, chromatic aberration? I played with one of these for the... Ooh! Oh, hell yeah! And now I can choose where it... Ooh! Okay. Alright. It's actually like a CMYK chromatic aberration. It's not the normal, red, orange, green. Interesting. Oh, I love that. This will be very cool. And what is this other, lateral? Oh. So it has nothing to do with that. That is probably where this comes in. Hmm. Ooh, I love that. Love that. You're gonna see me use more chromatic aberration in my art, I feel like. Game like it, thank you so much for your first. What else? What else? Distort? No. Distort? Nothing in there. Ooh. Modern. Oh, like a film effect. Also with chromatic aberration. Oh, I love this channel. The filter is called film effect. I feel that, yeah. Sepia. That's the noise strength. This will come in handy in like when I draw my fake anime frames, which I haven't drawn in like a million years, but I could. I could choose to. I have the choice to. I just choose not to. Effect. Pencil drawing is what I played with. That's what I was playing with before on a Twitter post. Show outline. Oh, so it can like emphasize the edge detection. Show hatching. No, I want the hatching. Hatching side. Oh, you can kind of see the brush strokes are getting bigger. Maximum roughness. Angle? Ooh. Ah. Very cool. Grayscale. It isn't working out quite for this because I did flat colors, but it'll be very good for anything for shading. Candy the soft fox. Hello, hello. Hi, Candy. Let's see what else. I'm just playing around with the features. You can't see me open up the menus just because that's how the window capture works. Let's see. Oh, normal maps. I'm so excited for this. This is gonna make absolutely no sense to anyone else, but who doesn't work with anything of like, say, 3D. But this is so exciting to me. Do you see how this appears 3D? And if I can invert this, right? This looks like it's being lit from the bottom, and this one looks like it's being lit from the top right now. I know more normal apps. Yeah, this is so cool. Now there's a filter. I think what is like strength is like how intense the lighting is. Okay, it's not so good because this isn't like the best example, right? Let's do something to this. Ooh, I turned the canvas like ever so slightly. Let's do some shading there. let's do something funky. And let's put the effect on normal maps. Okay. You can see. Okay, so it's a dark. It's just going by like the darkness of it, not necessarily the lightness. You can kind of see these like little ripples here from where I made it much lighter. Puffy paint. So normal maps, I would say typically you would use these in 3D modeling because that is what gives items texture. You know, a lot of the times the modelers are not putting on every single texture onto a detailed model. They can, but instead what you do is you make a normal map, tell it this is what is higher, this is what is lower, this is where the light should capture on it. And when you apply to a 3D model, you're telling, say it could be a flat object, it could be a sphere, you're telling it, this is how I want you to pretend that the light is capturing on your surface, but it is not adding more detail, it is not adding more geometry to the model. It's sort of telling it like a different thing. It's hard for me to explain without being able to show you guys in like a 3D modeling project, but it's very cool. I think in the preview I saw that I could apply these normal maps to models inside here. I just don't know how. Oh, I made this a normal map now. Okay. We have 3D models in here, right? Yeah, I have 3D models. Where's my primitives? My primitives. Yes. How do I tell it to imply a normal map, huh? It's a mask, not a polygon. Yes. What up, meat sacks and ball sacks? Hi, Jeff. Fancy digital talk. Yeah, I'm the only one excited for all these features at once. The average artist is never going to use normal maps in their art, but it is very handy for, say, a comic artist who needs to draw, say, like gilded armor. But instead of shading it, they can say have a 3D model apply the texture of like a normal map of the gilding of like the patterns and don't have to shade it. It's like a little different than just using a material that's a little bit flat. CSP has primitives now? Well, actually, they've had it for a while. They added layer comps, shape keys to 3D objects. They added we can make normal maps. I can also on Twitter I posted this funny thing of me messing around with the model's proportions of the default models. What else do we have? What else do we have? Better text tools. I can now wrap text and I can do circular text. This is my type of art. There's like a whole bunch of things that we can do in it. It's just a matter of what's useful and what's not. I can do chromatic aberration without using auto actions now. There's a couple of other things that I haven't really looked at. Oh, I can if I have a 3D model and say I attach a mug to its hand, I can now say attach to the hand. So if I move the arm, the mug moves with it, and I don't have to tell it. I don't have to tell the two to move separately to pose a scene now. Which is very cool, very pog. How do I attach the? How do I do this? I just don't know. I don't play around with the this feature enough. Did this ooh, I fucked up the DPI on my mouse. How'd I do that? There we go. Object list cube. Cube, primitive, texture settings. Okay, but how do I... It doesn't have a texture. Register material, color. I can change its color. I don't know how to add a texture to it, though. Oh, texture! Alpha. Shoot, I didn't... I didn't save anything. Hold on. I have my own merch as a texture. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. Probably should do digital, but I'm too stupid to... You are not too stupid. Don't say that about yourself. I understand because digital art is a lot. It's a lot of buttons. It's a lot of menus. The UI is very intimidating. But don't say that you're too stupid to figure out. It is just taking it one step at a time. I started out with MS Paint, which is the bare bones of digital art. I literally, my first digital arts for like at least a year in like the 2000s were all MS Paint. In fact, if you guys see the, ooh, thank you for the candy. If you see the C-Sun's 2007 art goal, which like you're only halfway there, but that is my MS Paint Kingdom Hearts 2007 fan art. If you want to see it, you have to fund that. That's what I'm holding over your heads. I love this cube. Merch when? Of the pattern? Because that's already merch. Of the actual cube, I don't know if I could sell the cube. I tried to my art look like a 2-year-old's. We all start from somewhere. The cube is welcome to my sun NFTs. Do not funge. What does the F stand for? Fund. Gift wrap. I do have gift wrap. That is in the merch store. Fungible. Maybe I don't know what that means, actually. Oh, thank you for the yowie. Do you like my gifts for White Day, son? Wait. Huh. Well, thank you for the yowie. Thank you for the yowie. There's an important fact that every masterpiece, even masterpieces are practice. Every single piece of art is practice. Yes. You cannot expect that, you know, every piece will be good. I received a gift. Oh, fuck. Meta! Wait, what was it? Ah! Little butt drawing. Oh, Meta, I didn't see this. I'm so sorry. I don't receive gifts normally, so that's really nice. And the compression, yes. For my shitty wrist. Thank you. You didn't have any chocolate on there, so that's very true. I don't have any chocolate. I have to trace my physical art into Medibank because I can't do digitally. That's fine. That's perfectly valid. That's a perfectly normal way to do it. In fact, if you just if you do your physical art, like if you have a sketchbook piece that you say you lined it with marker or pen so it's much darker, scan it in and just use digital to color it. A lot of people do that. The reason why there's so many random objects and there's a symbolism is because paint was expensive and wanted to get some swings and an apple and shit. How do I do that? A couple of ways to do it. It depends on what you have. You can use a scanner. You can take a picture of your piece and then send it to yourself through, say, something like Discord. I have a personal Discord that is just me and no one else, and I use that to send myself. I use that to send myself drawings, pictures, files between my phone and my computer. Don't tell. You're not supposed to do this. But when I was in art school, something that it required you to do was scan your drawings to submit them in for grading. My drawings were not fitting on the scanner, and there was no way I was getting to those scanners when everyone else was scanning their works at the same time. So I would take pictures of my drawings, well lit, good contrast, make sure my photo was head on so it wasn't skewed or anything like that, and I would submit my drawings. I would adjust them in the photo app on my iPhone, and then I would submit those in for a grade. They called me out for it like one time, and that was it. Wasn't a game like that like a really early indie game? I've lost track of at what point of the conversation that's referring to. Also, didn't expect you to see it till stream since I sent it like 1 a.m. at my time. There's no way for me to really see the notifications very easily, so thank you for letting me know, because then I could check. Fun fact, that is how it was done for a long time. Oh yeah, we take photos of our drawings. Oh, everything hand drawn and scanned in looking. Oh, a really early indie game? I don't know. I believe that though. Is there like an app you scan your art? There can be. There are scanning apps. I use the photo app. I mean, like, I took a picture of it, and I cropped it so it looked like it wasn't just like the sides sticking out. I cropped it in. I adjusted the contrast ever so slightly, so then it looked like, oh, it's clean, like the shadows are gone from like the warping of the paper, and then I turned those in. Ideally, you would need a dedicated scanner. They wanted us to go to the library and use the scanners there, but these were the 24 by 18-inch papers. Like, they weren't fitting on there. And it was like, oh, because they were charcoal drawings, you also have to seal them and wait for them to dry and then make sure they didn't smudge on the scanner for other people's drawings. Like, no way. What a pain. Scanning your art and adjusting it manually is legit how it was done for a couple decades. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Imagine I didn't tell you and you just received it one day and you're like, why the fuck did I buy this? Well, no. So every Throne gift that I receive does come with a package slip that says, like, oh, this is gifted from Throne. It doesn't say from who unless I check Throne itself, the website. But I would know that I did not buy this because I don't buy things for myself very often. But there have been times where a gift has gone unnoticed and I got it in the mail. I'm like, who sent this? Who did this? Mm-hmm. Picture would work if you take it with a flash and straight on. Yeah, you just have to figure out how to do straight on pictures, because at least for iPhones, I know they'll have a grid on it, so you can line up the lines of your paper with the grid. You gotta treat yourself sometimes, son. Ooh, do I know about treating myself? But I appreciate the treats nonetheless. Whoops. How do I tell it that I want it to have a... And then I can have the texture repeat like this. I am cute, thank you. Shadows, light source. How do I tell it to... How do I add a texture map, actually? I'm learning this in real time. I'm also being challenged to erase on Twitter. Dust and Elisa. Oh, was Dust actually hand scanned in? I didn't know that. It looks like a cute game. I like the art style. CSP 3.0 texture map. How do I do that? Teach me. Let's see. Import normal maps. 3D materials that express detailed textures for drawings. Yeah, how do I do that? It's just a GIF. No, how do I... It's showing me that they have normal maps, but it's not telling me... It's not telling me how to do that. Can I just close that? Also, I did adjust my screens because this is not ideal. My screens are so far away, I can't read anything. Alright. Everything's adjusted. My camera's not being covered. Alright. I have to move my camera up a little bit. Let's see. How do I add a normal map to this? Snapping. Ground level, center object, specify camera. New feature. New UI. If I don't do this now, I'm never gonna learn how to do this until I absolutely need to. Oh, actually, maybe it's in one of these menus. Edit. Screen color. Pages. Animation. Layer. No, select view filter. Filter? No, because this is a primitive. Oh, Sunny, I bring a funny military fact. Oh, interesting. Now I'm curious. Go ahead. If you ever find yourself thinking North Korea opposed to 13 anyone, just remember 1988, they released a submarine with all hands to a fishing net. I'm not very appreciative of the political undertones of the fun fact, but I'll appreciate it nonetheless. So thank you. Hmm. Oh, that's the wireframe. Cool. The other one was just part of the texture then. Material. File. Material. Map? Nope. Hmm. Light source, fog, panorama preference. How do I... There's no tutorials. I need a guide from today. I guess I'm not expecting CSP to do subsurface scattering. I think my computer would explode if I tried to get CSP to do that. I just got it to stop crashing every time I loaded in a 3D model, period. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm trying to, merely poking fun at the circumstances. Nothing more. I guess I understand. It is in my rules to not bring up any irrelevant topics or any political talk in chat. Either CSP goes or your CPU goes. Listen, I have my Blender, my 3D modeler program set to Eevee, which is sort of like the more cartoony, faster version of the rendering because there are cycles. My computer is capable of running cycles. My only worry is that if I try to do that while I'm streaming, that everything will crash. And I don't want that. Also, every time I turn on cycles, the fans start running. I'm very confident it can do them, but I'm not a fan of my 3D renderer running at 2 frames a second. How do I add 3.0? How about just CSP 3.0? Announcing version. Tell me about Clip Studio version 3.0. Yeah. Don't smack my desk either. No promises on that. Hi, Zuchi! Hi! The boy! Yeah, you're the boy. Guys, did you know that I drew Zuchi? Actually, let me show off also some sketches that I did recently. What file were these in? Me. Let's see. I was doing some doodles. Oh, I was also I also drew this. I don't know if you guys know what this meme is if I drew it, but that's me. And I just thought it was funny. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish that. What else do I have? Sure as shit, I need that. Yay! Oh, hello. Here's what I do. Ignore the references in the corner. I totally didn't grab the references while you're playing Go. Except to that one, yeah, I saw. I totally didn't take these. We're gonna take those away. What were these other layers? Also, I don't know what these other drawings were. I'm not gonna lie. What were these? Wow. Ooh, I do like the scan. This looks sick. I just wanted to do a render. I was like, I haven't drawn Zuchi. I want to draw the boy. By seeing a person holding on to the goblin. I don't know what this is. Oh! I know what this is now. Well, first of all, that's me as Minnie's backpack. And this was doodles of I need to set this to through of me and Candy Cryptid's new persona. Oh, thanks for getting the lights. Ugh, it's a little bit bright in here. Everyone put your shades on. I also need the backpack one. Meta, I really appreciate it, but I cannot make every single drawing I do into merch. This is... The quality is not enough. I did it... I probably would have deleted it after if I didn't start making it that I save doodles. Yeah, loafing, yeah. I have like a bunch of doodles of actually the other drawing. Here we go. This is I drew this of Faye's slash Candy's new persona because they're really cute. Also, I saved this file as hold up your baby like this doodle. And there is another sketch on there that I won't be showing on stream, but I also drew it with my mouse. Anything else I have to show off? No, just a lot of me opening up old files. That sounds about right. Alright. What features are included? Many features included. Yeah, I get it, but how do I use them? There's no guides on how to use these yet. I need to learn how to put in... Let me... Ah! Oh, I turned up. I'm sorry. The top... Is it because I changed the angle of it? Something about the top is so oversaturated right now. Oh, the lighting is fixed. Why is it so dark? I'm sorry, that was just like really funny. What if I want this to be the normal map? How do I add a normal map? What is that doodle in the back here? Like this one? It's just a smiley face. I made a normal map of the smiley face. Can you tell me which new features you put in? No, but they're in there. It just dropped this morning. And every single, like, there's a Q&A section on the homepage of the launcher now, and it's, please give us a dark mode. Please, I need the dark mode right now. Why can't I see my currency? I need dark mode. But it just released. I'm sure they'll make updates because they're pretty good at keeping up with quality of life updates. Is it bad to want all your amazing art? No, I'm really flattered. It's also a matter of I can't oversaturate my own market, you know? If I just tell everyone that I'm gonna make merch of every single one of my things, they're not gonna value what we already have. I have 4 merch lines now. I don't make anything off of the merch lines though. I make like almost no profit off of them. Yeah, it's my merch store. I need my merch to be like a luxury brand, you know? Like instead of selling 100 things for $1, I want it to be like I sell this one thing, but there's only one of these for $1 million, and that's all I need. But I actually don't make any profit off of the merch. I set them to as low as possible, where I won't lose money if I give you the discount codes and stuff like that. But I make like $2 a thing. I just kind of want a backpack and the babe's funny photos I can have on my phone. You can take screenshots. You can take screenshots of my little doodles and then compile them into like a collage wallpaper. I tried to cover that with my hand. That did not work. We ignore that. We ignore the male presenting nipple. Let's see. What could possibly be? Gotta keep them like the spinning cheesecake photo, yeah. Panorama? No. Light source? Normals. Camera? I think it would be something like light. Make transparent items now. Oh, you mean the Nor jail photo? Yeah. The kill power word nipple. We could talk about nipples now because I set my streams to a sexual content warning. We are not a strictly 18 plus channel, but we are mature audiences only, and also sexual topics may be discussed. By sexual topics, I do just mean nipples. I'm gonna spend a million years trying to figure out these normals. Where are they? No, normals. Can I... Total corrects, new filters, we looked at that. There's also new animation tools, which is... There's not an easy way for me to do that. Not 18 plus, but 18 plus topics, yeah. Like, I'll very rarely bring up very mature topics, but it's never gonna be explicit in here. Oh, better subview palette? That's good. I need someone to make a guide right now for... See, I know it just came out this morning, but still. Okay, I think I'm done for now. Trying to figure out this menu. Observe cube, and also layer comps. Look, it just turned them all off right there. If I want to turn that back on, I have to do it myself. Regular nipple is cringe, only male presenting nipples in here. Average nipple haver versus I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. Where's like... Oh, here we go. Maybe. Yeah. I really haven't played with these models or anything in the previous iterations, but if you could see, I can actually play with the body proportions now, which is very good and cool. I love that. You do have to have the latest version and have models that are comparable with like compatible with like a shape keys to them. But I'm currently like moving around a slider on like a grid shaped slider to adjust these proportions. Which is very cool and good and great for references all around. I can even tell it like, hey, just the waist, the width. I don't want to adjust the shoulders only. Oh, the shoulders are proportional to the rest of the body. This model specifically. I only have 2.0. 3.0 just dropped today. So it's currently on sale. You telling me nipples presented this male? I want to... Am I allowed to tell you guys what I was planning to draw originally for White Day today? And then I decided against it because it was also like 3 a.m. when I thought about it. I was gonna draw myself as a mailman, but then like with the caption, like, you telling me this package came in the mail? uh And then I couldn't decide on a pose, and so I gave up because I was like doodling on my iPad at like 3 in the morning. I will do it, just not on like a time constraint, because I thought of this last night. I'm like, I have to finish this in the morning. No thoughts, head empty. You may not like it, but this is the ideal peak physical male form. I'm sorry that you had to find out like this. There's the... Now... that's not. Put your hand on your shoulder. Or your hip. Put your hand on your hip. Put your hand... on hip. Hand? Yeah, there we go. Not, it's not! It's on his hip! It's on his hip! So this is what Sun looks like IRL? Yeah, sorry. This is why actually most VTubers look like this in real life. That's why we only stream for the waist up. So you guys don't find out that we all have skinny little chicken legs. Zip it! I'm calling you out! Don't let them know! I'm spilling the beans right here. Exclusive scoop. Anyway. What do I have a notification? Okay. Yeah, any VTuber that does IRL stuff uses body doubles. Yeah, you think that we're using like webcams, but actually we've hired another person to be our VTuber model. That's what's actually happening. That's why it's no worry if we show our faces, because that's not actually our faces. That's our body double. Also, why do I have so many notifications? You ever wonder why all the animators go when the studio isn't making one of three? Yeah, that's exactly it. Anyway, I've given myself an agenda. With a VTuber body type, you'll have no trouble reaching the top shelf. I I have a friend who does a lot of baking, and whenever I go to their house, my job is one to eat the butter and sugar when they're not looking. Two, it's to reach things on the top shelf that they can't reach in their own house. You can punch the lower shelves so the top one falls down. What's that game called? What's the game where you have like the hammer, and you knock off the little pegs on the tower till it gets shorter and shorter? That's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, I've given myself this task of this is drawing a Steez, drawn by Lord of Decay. I didn't get permission from Decay to mess with this drawing, but if, you know, not, then we just nuke this VOD. Something happened on Twitter like 5 minutes before I went live, so we're gonna be like playing around with this, yeah? I'm gonna show you guys that you don't need to know digital art to become a VTuber. uh, Bone curve. My friend, you're eating straight butter and sugar at someone else's house? Yes. And listen, if you're someone who likes sweet things and likes butter, creamed butter, which is when you mash together the butter and sugar, is like the best thing that you can eat. Also, when I was growing up, my grandmother would make me the treat of she would make me butter sandwiches. Which really, how is it any different than going into a Korean bakery and getting like the bread with like buttercream in it? But it would be like white bread with softened butter or whipped butter and brown sugar. And it would be like on a one piece of bread, like one slice of bread, so then I'd fold it in half into a sandwich, and it was really good. And that's my comfort food now. Was it good? Extremely. Especially if like the butter was salted. You're watching a process right here. Is this Ghibli music? No. Um, I believe this is all Nintendo music that's playing right now live. Um, it's romantic Nintendo music, or at least I think that's what's playing. This is Zelda. How do you guys not know Zelda's Lullaby? SMH my head at you guys. Yeah, that makes sense. I never played any of the Zelda games. None of them ever? Not that it's a bad thing if you don't, but there's just so many of them. It would just surprise me. I do! Not you, Ty. Everyone else who said, I don't know what this game this is. I didn't play any Zelda games except the one with the short stack. I mean, this is like the main motif that plays most games. Like this melody. This one specifically, I think, is from the Breath of the Wild era. Uh, Twilight Princess meta? Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were talking about Wind Waker. When you said short stack, I thought you were referring to Wind Waker. That's more of a PlayStation 2 kid. Oh, speaking of consoles, have you guys seen the Final Fantasy Xbox they just announced for like a giveaway? It is sick. Hold on, I have to share it because it's really cool actually. Like unironically. I feel like you could just 3D print it if you really wanted it. But it's really cool nonetheless. Oh, Midna. Okay. That's what you meant by my short stack. Anyway, this is the Aetherite Xbox, not for sale. I think it's very cool. I also can see that it's clearly just like a wrapped Xbox, and you could see where like the supports are, you know, on the corners. I could see like, oh, it's like being held by here and here. But it's cool regardless. Like very cool. The controller has like a little bit of gold on it too. It's neat looking. I love the concept. If you don't know what this is referring to, there's sort of these items in the game called aetherites, and it's more of like the diamond-shaped crystal that you can see in the background that it's implying, and you use those to teleport places. They are making Final Fantasy XIV cross-compatible now with Xbox. That is like the newest release. We now have the okay from Decay to mess with this doodle. I was ready to like, he said no, nuke everything. Looking at the pylons from StarCraft. Missed a chance to call it the Final Fantasy 14 box. The XIV box. Shit, if they don't, I'm a really big fan of when like logo designings does like a logo this way, logo this way. So if they did like like Xbox XIV, you know, something like that. Like what a missed opportunity. Tend to get it solely for the controller. You can make a custom controller. There are resources where you can make custom controllers, and they probably would have. No, most of the ones I've seen have options for gold buttons, metallic buttons. I'm not gonna like vouch on the quality that it'll be. Like I can't guarantee you that, but like I got the muns. They're not too expensive, really. Again, this isn't me telling you guys to do these things. This is like from my memory of being someone who likes going into customizers and just making them for fun. Shit, I keep saving by accident. Stop! I'm trying to deselect. Persona! I destroy controllers and mod them when I want to fix them. There's some cool things that you could do with the controllers. I know, like, Petra, she modded her Switch controllers to be cute and pastel. I'm afraid I spent my months on people I like. Oh. Don't forget to add yourself to that list. Treat yourself every once in a while. Your words to me, back at you. I treat myself by spending money on people I like. I do the same, to be honest. I wish I had, like, a more consistent sense of what I'll spend on myself versus what I won't. Like, me going, I'm not gonna spend $50 on a Blu-ray music album of a band that I like just so I can get an orchestrion scroll in the video game that I love playing. But I will spend $50 on, like, 2 features in a drawing program, or I'll spend $50 on my friend during their subathon, you know? Love yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Who's that guy? Yeah. The New York sign guy. I like your funny words, Magic Man. I think hat and ears. Hat and ears I'll separate. Casually buys farming sim for the bit. Yeah, like that. Like, not only did I buy that for Ray because it was funny, but I also then had to buy it for myself. So then I would play with him in solidarity. Oops. Last thing is hat. I'll try to clean up as very little of this as I can. And then copy paste, just so I have that for reference. I want to leave just the head. No, just the headpiece. Everything else goes. I'm gonna mask this for now, because if I mess up, here's a life hack. Use a masking layer instead of just erasing it, because if I fuck up, I can always go, hey, we need to bring that back. Let me color this too. Later I'm gonna fill in some with white. Is it time for me to switch to my pen finally? Yeah. I'm tired of using my mouse. Grab a soda! Ooh. I just turned my tablet off. This button's way too easy to press. Okay. Alright. And I think there. Clean up the edge. Then I'll just erase everything that's inside. And the ears also go. Oh, that's fine. All right. I think I also just want to give him a fishing pole, you know? What is Steez without his love for fishing? Right? Now here's hat, which I want to cut out. I want to cut out the part where his head was sticking through because I want that to be transparent. Gotta take some liberties. Ear, other ear, the mouth. Let's see. Probably. Now if I leave it, I'm gonna do top half, bottom half. I'm gonna go a little extra just because it's funnier when I go the extra mile. That looks fine. The teeth. One eye. There's the other eye. His clothes I need to clean up. Now, would it be better if I also separated out the pattern of his shirt? Yes. The name of the game when it comes to doing shit posts is Yes and. We close this gap. Right tool. Oh, that looks fine. Legs look fine. Arm. Arm. Other arm. And I think I'll separate these two out. Would it be funnier if I made the whole thing transparent? Or if I did just add a white background to everything? Either way, it'll look funny. I think. Nubbin. There we go. That's Steez. Without a doubt. My mask to lair. Now. There he is. Now here's the miracle. I'm gonna make a layer comp of the lines. So that in the case where I do work randomly with some objects than other, right? At any point, I say I want to turn them all back on at once without having to manually click them all. I think I'm gonna do a white fill. Also, this is such a small. This is 100%, by the way. This is 100% zoomed in. Whoop. Here's how the magic happens. I put everything in a folder. I set the folder to reference. And as long as I have one thing visible at a time, I can just continue to do this. So that the line art and the actual thing is... Here's the secret. I don't want it to look like this. I want it to look like this. So all of the white fills are gonna be on its own layer. Because I think it's funnier that way. And then this, just so I could see where I need to fill in. It's okay if this goes over a little bit, because we won't see it. Facial features don't need anything because they won't leave really the confines of the face. So they can stay as is. Ooh, actually I do need to separate some of these features out, so face goes in one folder. I need to separate the pupils and stuff, huh? Whoop. That eyebrow too, you know, let's steal the eyebrow. Where's the base eye? Here's my little chat check-in. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Lurking, resting, staying hydrated, having a snack. Yeah, that's fine. Ear got filled. Shirt. His little clothes. Mad. It is a-okay that the features are a little weirdly stacked right now. Because I'll rearrange that order later. They're kind of arbitrary right now. um, like the head for some reason is the bottommost layer. Actually, this with the face would go topmost. Arms don't get filled in. This... Hear me out. If I clip these two, I can have him rotate and the pattern will stay in the confines of the clothes. I guess the wand is the only thing left. The only thing that needs a fill. Whoops. There we go. Oh, I have to name these. Okay. My least favorite part because I'm bad at typing. Ugh. There we go. Uh, ears will go behind the head. That should be the gist of it. Petra, hi! Thank you so much for the first. And thank you for the yowie. Let's see. Let's put the legs behind the body. Let's also, let's put the arms and everything behind too. Ugh. Yeah, this will be fine, probably. This is arm 1. You're gonna see it. Even if I name these arbitrarily, you're gonna see how I name them when I pull up the what do I call the program? Live 2D. I was gonna call it Cubism Editor. I'm like, that's not wrong, but people don't call it that. Wand. Both legs going at once. Body fill. Body. Body pattern. Ear 1. Fill. Ear 1. Ear 2 fill. This is ear 2. Head fill. Head. Hat fill. Hat. Oh, the face, that's right. Okay. Face. Lower lip. Upper lip. Teeth. Eye 1. No, eye 2. This is the second eye. Wait. I'm doing everything left, right, so... Eye 1. Eye 1. Pupil. Eye 2. Eye 2 brow. Eye 2 pupil. Okay. Reference layer. That doesn't matter. That's gonna get deleted anyway. Save as Stez. STZ. Yeah, that feels right. I have to save it as a Photoshop document, which we now close. Because I'm now gonna open not Blender. They're both orange. Blender and Live 2D are both orange, and I can't in my head go, I'll just open STZ is the abbreviated, yeah. That's like how any of like the classes in Final Fantasy 14 were like GNB for Gunbreaker, WHM for White Mage. It's STZ for Steez. Hello? Oh, okay. It wasn't letting me drag down the program. I also set up like a lot. Welcome back. What kind of soda did you get? Live 2D. Have I streamed after I got dark mode for Live 2D? The answer is no. Because the program doesn't recognize Live 2D. I was like, what are you trying to show me? Also not showing up because I have Clip Studio over it. Oh, Zero Cherry. Ooh. Oh, thank you for getting lights. Documents. This is. Alright. The hat, head, ear, body, wand, all now go in its lowermost layer. You can see that I just dragged everything in here. It gets its own thing. But I still have to kind of pair. You know, before I do that, I'm gonna take them like this and create deformers for all of them. That's easier to do that here. Am I naming any of these? No. Okay, now whatever is in this top thing here does not matter. This is just for the sake of the organization of the folders. The bottom one here is what actually like the hierarchy of the items are. This is like the layer order. So I can really just tell all of these, hey, I need you to go like 100 back, but you can't tell because these are in the way. So now, no matter how I rearrange these are going to be in the farthest backmost layer. At least of what I currently have. You see that this blue mark here is at 400 and everything else is at 500. If I have these both selected, it's telling me that these are the layers they're basically on. And I have the option of like 1,000 layers. And that's only including the draw order. I can have more than 1,000 layers. But that's for like if I want to separate them out in Live 2D. Alright. Cool. I should have selected everything here first and given them all shit. Well, let me. If I do it like this, if I say auto. Ooh, it doesn't like that. Ooh, it's not happy. We'll fix that as we go. Why is this one good, though? I want these to have the same, deformations. I don't want them to warp in a weird way. Oh, because they're transparent. That's why. Because they're hollow items. Now I understand. Okay. Yeah, that's on me. Oh, Jinx Yumi, hello, hello. How was art? My name is Sun, your local fox boy, expert rigger extraordinaire. I'm taking a doodle that a friend did of another friend and rigging it as a joke. Well, hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? If anyone needs to, take care of themselves, is my tracking like delayed? Let me do a disconnect and a reconnect real quick. That's great. Hope you're doing well too. I'm doing fine. I'm doing a-okay. We're just taking it casual today. I was earlier I was showing off the new features of Clip Studio 3.0, which just dropped today. So that was very fun. And then I got frustrated trying to figure out where one of the things are. Music is a bit loud. It could be like each individual song is also its own thing. But the music does get quieter when I talk, hopefully. That should be the case. Yes, yes. Anyone who came in the raid, if you need to raid and run, if you need to go take care of yourselves, have a drink, have a snack and a drink, take a nap, whatever you need to do, please go do so. Take care of yourselves first and foremost. And thank you so much for coming in. Not the best mesh, but I'll take it. That's not the right one. Copy. Here we go. I'm doing my best. Copy. Heard about it. I'll probably stick with CSP 1 because I don't want to spend more money for now. That's absolutely understandable. It is on sale. It does go on its like seasonal sale. But there's absolutely no problem with sticking with the 1.0. As a professional artist, there are some tools that I saw in the 3.0 announcement that I was like, oh, I have to get those for my own quality of life. That absolutely doesn't mean that everyone else is in any pressure and need to do so. Like, CSP itself has plenty of features in it. But I hope you had a good time arting. I'm sure you made whatever you drew or made today is wonderful, and maybe I'll take a peek after stream. Let's see. Ooh, so how am I gonna do this? I don't need this to have any weird... Did you play any of the new animation timeline changes? I saw it changed a little, but I wasn't sure how big it was. So I actually haven't played too much with that. Like, I just got it this morning, and I couldn't figure out how to do the normal maps, and I gave up earlier. But, I saw that because I have EX, I do have a bit more room to play with the animation tools. And I saw that, like, they changed some of the tools to be a bit more intuitive, because it was a little bit hard to navigate some of the menus before. So I will play with that. But, hey, here's another fun thing. You can now export GIFs as transparent. God damn it, why is that timer still on? I thought I turned you off. Was able to finish art for one person, was able to do an emote. Ooh, let's go. I have so many emotes to do. So good on you for getting those done. Transparent, right? That's so exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for that. Really? Yeah, you can transport transparent GIFs in Clip Studio now. That wasn't a thing before, and if I did want transparent GIFs, I would have to like green screen it basically. I would make green screen background and then find a separate application to green screen it for me, or I would just make emotes in you know, I would make emotes in Live 2D instead. EasyGifts.com, my beloved. Oh yeah, I use that one a lot. Where's my timers? Or save. Okay, should be okay now. I'm gonna do 2 of these at once. Hopefully, it doesn't get upset if I do this. I don't want this thing to warp. It's gonna be a solid object anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. Same. It's just too easy of a tool. I do have another, my beloved gifmaker.net or something like that, but it's down half of the time. I can't rely on it to make gifts anymore. This is Steve's. And which of these am I not gonna use? XYZ, probably fine. I open, I smile, probably not. And I'll probably have them both. Actually, it'd be funny if they both do blink separately. Eyeball, XY, yes. Brow, I can do Y, but probably not shape. Brow, 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 brow. Mouth 4, mouth open, yeah. Cheek, none. Body, X and Y, yes. Z, no. Breath, no. Hair, there's none. There we go. Simplified. I recommend a software shutter encoder for converting videos into things like GIFs and WebMs. So I do have a video editing software that I do stuff like that in. I am a user of a program called Filmora because I invested $90 into it one day, and then I happened to get at a point where I've now been grandfathered into every update from now on for a perpetual license. But it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent editing software. Was this during one of your drunk purchases? No. Because when I get drunk, I get eepy. Too eepy to even play a video game. So that I don't make purchases when I'm drunk. I had one instance where I was given a whole bottle of... What's the... Oh, it was like Long Island iced tea or something. I chugged the whole thing, and then I went, I want to play a video game. And I opened up my a rhythm game on my phone, and then I was laying down, curled up, face up with my phone over my face, trying to play a rhythm game, and then I dropped my phone on my face. And then I said, I'm not going to try this anymore. It's midnight for me. I'll go get some rest. Hope you have a lovely stream. Much love. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you have a good rest. Thank you so much for coming in. Chug Long Island iced tea. Makes sense. It's good. You can't blame me for that. I like Long Island iced teas and anything else that's like 90% juice or soda. I will be having a Shirley Temple at the function. Let's see, I got the basics. Ooh, the face. Okay. That's what I missed out on. And the legs. But the legs have something. Let's just put a simple auto on all of these. One eye. Okay. This is the other eye. Oh, I didn't separate the teeth. That's fine. Surely not. Listen, they're tasty. I can't help it. These two I will give a bit more form to. Ooh, I didn't like how that top one formed. Not that it really matters, but it matters a little bit to me. Uh, and sure. Any rigger will tell you that this looks like a nightmare, but for a shit post, it's fine. Screwdriver drinking ass. I probably wouldn't. Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of orange juice. I'm not. I don't love. I don't love sour things, unless I'm like super in the mood for it. Unless it's also like very sweet. But orange juice is just not like a go-to drink for me. If I had to pick, my taste for drinks is somewhere between like soda mixers and then like milk, alcohol, milk spirits. What is the word for that? Things like White Russian or like a Kahlua, like coffee liqueur, that kind of stuff. I do for a tangerine kind of guy. I'll eat a tangerine, but in the sense of like my parents bought a bag of tangerines, and like as I'm just sitting down, my mom will come up to me and goes, "Eat this." You know, is this like a is this a relatable experience to anyone, particularly any Koreans in the chat? Where I'll just be like handed a half a peel tangerine and like have it like shoved in my mouth. Every winter, they're always buying huge boxes of tangerines. It's like a winter thing, you know? Like vitamin C, it's good for you. How's the bottom lip looking? I could have just done that. Go to the kitchen to get some water and simply grab tangerines and head back to your room. Yeah, that's like emergency rations. Emergency being, well, I'm hungry, but I don't feel like getting up to get any other food. there's, some- there's something about being raised in a family, um, where you're just sort of conditioned to be like, oh, like someone saying like, here, eat this, and then you unquestioningly like open your mouth to eat whatever is handed to you. I have pranked like my father a couple of times, being like, here, have this, as like someone in the house is cooking, and I've like handed him like a gum wrapper. Or like there's like a piece of garlic straight up. Like, why did I do this? I just brushed my teeth. Oh, ugh. Mint and orange. Yeah, toothpaste participant. I feel like mint and citrus is a good, okay combo. It's toothpaste specifically. It's that spearmint or whatever, that brand of mint. Also, this is getting its own deformer. This, gonna deform path. This is also getting a deform path. I made this a nightmare for myself. They put a random object in people's mouths. It's like a vape, and they try to take a drag from it. Shit, I have to... Maybe I do have to name these. Hey, type exclamation fish. There might be a vape in the lake. Gotta go fish it up. You catch. Oh, 2 exclamation points. That's a rare one. Oh my god, you got an epic fish. Let's go. Holy shit, the technology. Ooh. Whoa, 3? Meta, what did you just catch? Tiger shark! Oh, I love tiger sharks! Let's go! Oh my god! Fuck, it's not a vape. In the lake? Holy shit, what a catch. That's going on record. Gotta build up your high scores. Gotta get the top of the leaderboard. That at the end of the month, the leader of the fishing board gets to pick what gets added. Oh, a trolley to hold all your fish. In for a vape. I hope you get your vape. Okay, okay. Trout. Little trout. X space Y. Ooh. Atlantic cod. I can't vape this, or can I? Okay, not a... Am I allowed to talk about weed on Twitch? I don't know why, I just had the visual of, like, a bong, but it's shaped like a fish, but the part that you put your mouth over is, like, the fish's lips. Like, do they make that? And then you blow air into it, right? That's how you do a bong. Scooter! Moon has a high toggle. Well, I mean, I guess we're not, like... We're VTubers, so we're not actually doing it, and we're not encouraging people to do it. I'm 100% sure that's a thing. I've never done a weed in my life. I never do a weed. I'm calling the police. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, there's a fish bong. Also, Snoop Dogg stream. That's right, that's true. I mean, it's like legal now, right? In most places, if not all. I'm not actually sure on the law. I don't follow up with the weed law. Pike. You could tell if the head is turning because the eye the eyes will move. Right? That's how you know the head turns. Also, I will make it that like oh, not that one. Like this moves with shit. Okay, that's funnier than it needs to be. It's only illegal in 6 states. That's like most of them. That means, right? Pretty cool, actually. It looks like one of those fountains at a park. Huh. I'm sure there's some cool ass bongs out there. Idaho, Wyoming, Wisconsin, Indiana, and South Carolina. What an odd selection of them, you know? I can't say I know enough about those states to say why. Certainly legal where I'm at with all the weed shops that popped up. I've seen ads here and there. I'm sure I know people who go to the weed shop who do a weed. Hello, sir. I would like to purchase a weed. Right? Probably want the head to move. Probably want it to move with everything else. So give me the ears also. Face, hat, head, ear. Yeah. And then I tell it warp to former face. Colorado. Oh, Colorado. That's true, Meta. You did miss. You did only list 5 states. I was not paying attention. Meta, are you doing a weed right now? Where's the face? Why is the mouth? Oh. Two, we'll do an up down. Yeah, that's fine, probably. New York has dispensaries now too. I've been to New York before because I have a couple of friends who live and work there. They've been around for a while, but not shops like uh like ice cream trucks, but for weed. Also, Kiwi Bear, hi, thank you so much for coming by to chill. Let's say that I had a friend who never did a weed before and got uh not a Rice Krispie treat, but a different cereal, and thought, I'm pretty sure I remember the lady at the dispensary truck saying, like, oh, just have a little bit, especially if this is your first time. And I watched my friend eat the whole thing. And then I left, so I never knew what happened after. And I never heard from them again. Sometimes you just have to let people make their own decisions. By the way, this isn't me telling a story of like how my friend died or anything like that. He's fine. We just like fell out of contact not too long after. Not for any bad reasons, just didn't meet up after. Like a friend of a friend. Uh that's how you sink into your couch and never return. These edibles ain't shit invoked. But man, the Rice Krispie that wasn't Rice Krispie looked really good because it was like a fruity pebbles crispy. And I would like to have one without the weed in it. Go get coffee and food and come back and see folks talking about states, get a closer read, and it's about weed. Yeah. I'm talking about how I never did a weed before. I too am a free pebbles edible. Yeah, we're a little fruity up in here, right? Jeff still aiming for that vape. A turtle! It's kind of vape shaped, right? A turtle vape would be cute. You give a little kiss. Give me back my vape, you fucking turtle. No, the microplastics in the water. The turtles are eating the vapes. You wouldn't vape a turtle. actually, vaping is not good for you. Though, as an alternative, if you feel that it is better for you, you know, do as you please. Man, a fish-shaped, not even like a vape. Didn't they used to have like those cigarette holders where it's like, oh, you don't want to hold it with your hands, you can hold. Have they ever made a fish-shaped cigarette holder? They had to. I feel like they had to. Someone out there is capitalizing on fish, also other shade. Also a dick, yes. I don't smoke, I don't vape, I know nothing about this industry. That's the head. I wanted I want to make the body all X. Hi, hello. Can I not? Hi. All X, continuous creation, all. I have this weird naming convention where I will sometimes make a folder called all X and all Y, but all Y always looks like ally. They make everything shaped everything. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like they're missing out on opportunity. Thank you for the trash. I am trash. I've been better about my intake, but yeah, people will smoke out of anything. Isn't there like a whole subculture of like making like those weed rolls, but like kind of like how you can make a pinata shaped anything? Like there's like a guitar shaped weed. What do you call those? What do you call when you wrap up the weed in like a paper? Right? Like I've seen blunt. I've seen blunts and joints. Like there are commissions. People will commission the people who have too much time in their hands. Also, my tracking feels like a little bit weird right now. If there's like a huge delay in my audio, it's happening sometimes. My bitrate's just been so bad. I've been complaining about my bitrate lately. I don't know what it is. Body X. Do a... Yeah, that feels right. And then reflect the motion. Okay, but I don't want this to deform. So I'm gonna put this inside of a rotate deformer, because then it won't be affected by other deformers. Gotta have confidence in your bits, son. Encourage them. You could do it, bits. uh. And then why I wanted to do a... if I open up this window, does this know? It works. It's a little transparent, but that's okay. Okay, so it's not tracking the other stuff, but it's coming together. It's a little cursed, but it's coming together. This I wanted to deformation path for skinning. Model. Skinning, deformation path for skinning. But this inside that one. One, two goes in here so that when, say, I move this, the wand follows with it. I don't have any physics to go with it right now, but that's okay. Behold this menace. I love doing silly rigging like this. Alright. Ears. What do I want to move the ears? Physics? Yes. Ear 1. Minimum. -10 to 10. Oops. Physics. We're gonna color it. Stable color. New folder. Yes. Maybe one day I will have a stream. This is just a random thought that I remembered. I'll have a stream. If they really do take down TikTok, I'll download as many of the TikToks that I like. As many as I can, being like a good dozen, to show you the ones that I really like. Because they're not like videos that I'd quote or can quote, but I think about them a lot. But they're very niche. They're not like popular memes that, like, if I told them to someone, you know, like, they would understand the reference. TikTok will be bought unless they kill it out of spite. Maybe. We'll see what changes come with the buying, too, you know? But there's a TikTok that I really like, and it's just a really long video of, like, a mom, who was like in the middle of cooking and starts like recording her kids because like her like 2-year-old or like whatever like little kid, he's not 2, he's like 5 or something, and her 15-year-old kid is helping his little brother with his homework, and the mom's like, he has to learn these words, it's a crossword puzzle, and the brother's going, he could chill for this one page, he's never gonna use the word sealant in his life, and fluoride and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. You know this one? I love this video so much. And the mom goes like, no, like your brother's smarter than you think. Like, come on, like where's the toothbrush? And the brother like turns and then he points at like the picture of the toothbrush on the page, and the brother's just staring deadpan at the camera. and then what is it? The mom goes like, no, here, what does floss mean? And the little brother like is like looking at the camera eating a banana. He goes, floss means hot lava. And there's just so much going on in the video. Your brother's over here eating a goddamn banana. I haven't even like shown my friends these videos. Like I haven't sent them these. I just saved them thinking one day I'll put them into a compilation of a try not to laugh if they ever hold one. That's what I save these videos for. That's the only reason I sometimes don't show my friends these videos, because I want to see their reaction in real time. Is that like the content creator in me coming out? Is that like the content creator mind of like, I won't just show my friends these videos, I want to make content out of it. Submit to Gary's You Laugh You Lose. I did that before. This was I don't think I submitted anything to the last one, But I did that for a previous laugh you lose. So now here trying to experience reaction videos IRL. Yeah. I want to see my friends' reactions to funny videos. Sometimes it's just not enough for me to hear them go like, "Oh yeah, I thought that was pretty funny." Like I want to hear what they said. I'm the friend that'll watch a movie with a friend and then like turn every 5 seconds to see their reaction to a scene that I like. Then rotate. I would criticize, except I'm exactly the same. Especially when it's something that you already watch, so like you don't have to watch, but every once in a while you're like, and like your friends on their phone or something like that. Because I'm also the opposite end too. Like if my friend's just trying to get me to watch something with them, like I'll be on my phone or something like that. That's the ADHD coming through. Ah shit. Okay. Be like here goes up. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, but this is how I do it. Hat. Ooh, okay. Hat. I would like to be physics based. Hat X. Hat Y. Hat X. Hat Y. Being up down. Shit. Okay. Copy. How do I want this thing to move? Whoa. Hydrate. There's me who always has one of these expressions but muted. Rest assured, my reactions are there, just internal. That's absolutely fine too, because sometimes I do have more muted reactions. Feels like the song would be in Genshin. I don't know what this is. What is this from? It's been looping. Oh, this is Xenoblade. But yeah, like sometimes I have more muted reactions, especially to like mid-tier happiness, I guess. Like if you give me a gift, sometimes I won't appear as excited as I do feel inside. Or like when you guys subscribe to me or give me gifted subs. Sometimes it is just like a little bit more muted than on the outside than I do inside. But I do my best to try to express how happy I am. That's just how it be. Dog, the reaction you gave when you saw my GIF was adorable. Listen. Sometimes I'm just doing my best out here. Okay, that's the hat physics. What else do I want to have silly physics? What else do I have to worry about? Ooh, the body comparison in comparison to the legs. The legs need their own. Where's the legs? Alright. That's mouth, eye, body, Y. Okay, you know what? Snapshot that I can view what height the legs should be at. Whoa. Thank you for the candy. Did you see the new 14 event? I'm always up to date with the events. Did you see the new 14 event? Because this will be your first seasonal event that you're taking part of. At least as far as I'm aware of. Which you'll be experiencing... It's different than how it's been before, so it'll be new for everyone. I already ran it on my main. But we will be running it on Community Night tonight over at Petra's. So don't do it yet if you haven't done it. But it will start in Gridania. I don't know where we plan to meet up tonight. So it's Little Ladies' Day and Hatching Tide, which is a mix of Girls' Day and Easter. So Little Ladies' Day usually takes place in Ul'dah, and Hatching Tide usually takes place in Gridania. The seasonal event decor is going to remain in that it's all cherry blossoms right now, which is really beautiful and pink, and that is usually for Little Ladies' Day. Later on, they're going to change it to Hatching Tide, which is going to be all eggs and stuff like that. And it's very good and cute, and I love it very dearly. But it will be like a little two-parter, so you have to do 2 quests in a row. Usually you have to do 2 quests for seasonal events, but you'll have to teleport a little bit to do them. Son, does the delayed reaction thing happen to you? Like in a general sense? Like... Surprise! Oh! Like that. I actually need to run a dungeon that no one is doing. Oh, absolutely, we can do that. If you're cool with it, probably, like, seasonal events only take, like, a couple minutes. So we can do that. We can run any dungeons if anyone needs to. I know Petra's always down for that. Oh, like, goddamn, you overloaded the reaction-ometer. Now you gotta wait for reactions to reload to put that in order. Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's like, not that I don't love surprises, but also, like, I don't know how to react sometimes. Like, I need to prepare myself for what I'll say and what I'll do. The one that unlocks the upper ranks of the Grand Company. Oh, you need to run Aurum Vale, huh? Or Desmol Darkhold. Which one? Today we're flambe steak, motherfucker. Ooh, we're doing, flambe steaks. What's up, son? Hi, T-dubs. It's Steez is up. I'm having a funny little day, and I happened to see a funny thing on Twitter. Happy. Oh my god, it's Pi Day! I know, like, the first, like, 6-something or digits of pi. It's like 3.1415926 something, right? 3.14159265. That's 5. Damn it, I always forget that. I know the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know the first 8 digits is correct. Something is correct. But yeah, we could do Dismal Darkhold. That's pretty easy. We could do it unsynced or synced if you want the experience points for it. Hi, Strider. Hello, hello. I want to clip this to the body. I'm glad I'm learning how to make more delicate. Say, hey, did you see what I said? This is an important skill I've learned. I'm also in chats. It's very easy for me to miss. It's all, but in particular when people's names are very similar to each other, but sometimes I'll just miss them. So, as long as you're not being like so like, look what I said, look what I said, look what I said. You know, I don't mind being told like, oh, like I said something a little bit above. Did you read it? Especially when the chat's not busy. Like this is a nice calm day. I want to get Hansuke the stupid dress and bottoms. Uh, oh, you want to unlock like the yeah. You'll once you're in like more firmly in Heavensward and each expansion has its own set of hunts. Um, so like the Grand Company hunts are only for the Realm Reborn, and it'll only go up to level 50. If you want to do like level 16 stuff hunts, I think you will need to unlock hunts in the Grand Company, but you'll need to do a different set of quests. Much less intensive. You just need like a level requirement and maybe story progression to be like, okay, now you could do like the level 55, 60 hunts. Something like that. Hi, Helicard. The first 15 digits memorized because I'm weird and actually like math. I used to love math. The reason I remember the first 8 digits is actually because it's a pattern on like a calculator. Where it's like 3.14, right? And then 5, 9 are diagonal. 3.14, 3.1415, 3.1415926. It's like a diagonal pattern. That's why I remember like those digits. I just got apologized to in the Heavensward for being falsely accused. I like the Heavensward. They're kind of neat. Like they're kind of assholes, but like I think they're neat. I want all the classes at level, but that takes so long. I don't even have all my classes leveled. It's definitely doable, but you do have to grind for it, and it feels like a slog. Which is why I would suggest pick like your main and then like another one that you like. Maybe pick a third one. But like if you want to really level them throughout the story, just focus on 2. And then as you get to them, you'll have classes that start at higher level that you can also focus on. I gotta go honing the skills so I can use it everywhere. Yeah. I would say like 2 attempts and then you drop it unless it comes up in conversation. You know, for a streamer etiquette. That's my personal opinion. That could vary per person. But I'd say like try it once. Wait, see if like the person is catching up on the chat. Maybe they're actually reading up or looking for that answer. And if like enough time passes and say like, oh, like do you want me to repeat that? If they miss it again or don't see it, just leave it. I want Dark Knight. Go for it. Dark Knight makes more sense story-wise if you finish. If you ask my personal opinion, Dark Knight makes more sense if you're like a couple quests into Heavensward. But if you start it later, story-wise, the Dark Knight is like very interesting, I feel. People who like Dark Knight really love the story. It's very edgy. It also is very heavily tied into the storyline. I'm already the etiquette. I'm just trying to learn how to say. Did you see what I said without saying yeah? No, no. I think you're. I think it's good. I think you're doing good. The trial by combat's like. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I will say, the earlier quests are a nightmare when it comes to, um, the earlier job quests are very like, oh, we'll give you the open map to do this quest, but we won't tell you exactly where to go. Like you should know the path up here. So I actually failed the Dark Knight first quest like 3 times before I finally understood it. And by 3 times, I mean like I tried it once, I tried it twice, and then I didn't touch it for like a year. Dude, I thought that was a glitch. No, no, no. They give you the open map. It's blocked off. You can't walk around freely. You are limited to an area. But it is like a, are you paying attention to what the quest is and are you following the path? Because there is like a sort of very unintuitive path that they give you to follow. But it is very easy to lose track, especially when you're like fighting and turning your camera around midway. Touch unfortunate by that the on-screen pronouns are not updated, but I understand why. Oh, are they? That might be a me that I have to update on my end. Would you like me to try? What was I gonna do here? Oh, uh, hmm. Yes, please. I won't go. My brain went like, "Oh, you could try this rigging technique." No, too much effort for a shit post. I know earlier I said yes and, but also like hold it back a little bit. Where's my chat box? Chat bubble. Well, it's just clear now, so try sending a message. Is that correct? Is this a little wizard for a goblin? Yeah. It's a little it's a art not by me, by Lord of Decay. Also, hi, Baba. Hold on. All of the main 3 city-states will have the decoration. So, not Limsa main 8th, right? It won't be as obvious. But if you go to the Aftcast, like by the Drowning Wench, that platform where you get like the male Moogle will have the decorations and decor. If you go to the Aftcast in Limsa. Seems it's the same. It might have like a longer like server update that it needs to go through. Sometimes that'll be the case. That's not what I wanted to put on this layer. Here. I'll do it this way. That's what happened. The extension took hours. Fortunately, that's out of my control. And I hope it gets sorted soon. Let me know what you changed it to, just so I can keep it in my own mind. If I can remember. I apologize if I don't. Who is this handsome fellow you're rigging? Oh, I don't know. I just found this like really cool art on the internet. You know, I just thought that it looked so neat. You know? It's not okay, I needed to track the Y. Hold on. Is it cursor tracking? Body Y. Left mouse. Y. I need Dawn Trail. I'm still finishing Endwalker. Wait up, wait up. I'm wanting to play 14 again, but I don't have anything to work at personally. Like have you tried any of the variant dungeons? Those are very cool. They're soloable. A fucking stanced up, yeah, the There's a menace right here. Um let's see, I don't think I lied. I do think. Um the X I'll put the wand on just because I think that's funny. My god, it's so pretty! Um I understand it so it's easier for folks to understand preference. It's still any, but they any in the extension. For I gotta refer you to something reason. Oh, understandable. I think there are a lot of people who like while they do have any as pronouns, like they'll have an order of preference sometimes, you know. I definitely have things I haven't done before, but I don't feel motivated enough to pay for a sub for what I have available to me, you know? I did all the raids, leveled the jobs I wanted, got my PvP glams, but I miss playing with my friends, and I never got to play with you guys. Well, I am currently... So my alt has not gone through Endwalker yet. On my main, I still have things to do, and I'm still going through the end content, but I will say, the Alliance raids, the 8-man raids, and the variant dungeons, I will replay them 100 times over. I am so obsessed with them. Like I don't know why these in particular are so good, but like the mechanics, the boss fights, the music, everything is so top tier in my opinion. If I could solo Pandemonium, I would. Pandemonium was fun, yeah. The Mists of the Realm. I know that there's still some people in my chat. I don't know if they're how active they are right now. If they're just looking or still going through Mists of the Realm right now. But if you finish Mists of the Realm, I know that there's a character from it who appears in the seasonal event, just kind of in the background. And I think that's very cute. And thank you for the hydrate. I would like to cosplay as one of the 12. Why? I don't know. For what occasion? I don't know. Like I'll find a Renaissance fair to go to, but not before I complete my cosplay of fanboy Graha in like a little like with a Warrior of Light Ita bag. Because I think Graha would absolutely have a Warrior of Light Ita bag. April Fool's is always a good time to turn up in costume. Who would you do, Menfina? Because I think it would be very fun to have like a little wolf plush. Lim Lane. Oh, they're all so good. Mash's son is Thancred. This is Thancred. I would dress up as Thancred, but like later Thancred, I think. Oh, but I also like Heavensward Thancred. I like Thancred. He's a good character. I also had so much fun learning a new expletive. Have I told you guys that the curse words in Final Fantasy XIV are some of my favorites. Here for stepdad Thangrid. I saw a post earlier today that was like girl dad, his lesbian daughter, and it was Thangrid and insert spoiler character here. It was like, oh, that feels accurate. What was I gonna say? Oh, I love the curse words. First of all, Thal's balls, A tier, top of the list. I also don't like the new Limsa mom voice. Oh, Merlweb. The voices change, but I think they're consistent afterwards. I think A Realm Reborn is the only time that the voices change, really. Because it was like a whole game, and they were like, we have to get voice back. We were gonna do way more content, and then they keep them after. You kind of get used to it, especially because you're playing it so fast. It's not like you're playing through for years, and it's like, oh, they changed it. They dunked all the ARR voices, didn't they? I don't know. Like, I don't know what the time span between when they last recorded the ARR voice lines and when they had to rehire people for, like, Heaven's Burn On. You know, like, obviously they probably couldn't get every single person back. And they were like, we need people who can voice characters for a long time coming. You know? Sometimes it'd be like that. I stopped mid-thought. They did they do a big change after ARR and kept most of them. I can't remember exactly why, but I know Yugiri changes for reasons. Yeah. There's a couple. They did what they could. I learned a new expletive in the post-patch quests, which was Thaliak's thumping thighs, and I love that. I love that we're looking at Thaliak's thighs. What? There's also the navigator's tits. By the navigator's tits. That's what the pirates will say sometimes. I got so sad about you, Yuri. It'll happen in the industry. Preference of pronouns is weird. In some cases, I'm just like, yeah, just use he, she. In others, it's they. But for some reason, most cases, just insert whatever feels more accurate. I do know one thing. I don't feel like it. I don't like it as a pronoun for me. I do know one thing. I don't like it as a pronoun for me. Oh, okay. I guess it's whatever strikes you as the mood. I'm a So here's the thing that I don't want to confuse people. Oh, I don't like it as a pronoun for me. Oh, that yeah. I know some people who do and some people who don't. That's understandable. So here's the thing that might throw people off about me that I've never brought up previously, but I am a non-binary streamer. Sun as my character, I consider as he, him, they, them flexibly because he is a shapeshifter. Me, I will go by they, he, she, whatever. But I want people to understand that I don't want you to use she pronouns with Sun, which is why I tell people just call me he, they. Does that make sense? I feel like it's dehumanizing me, and for some people, they do prefer that. So it's fine to have each your own preferences. Being two people is funny sometimes. Yeah, that is a good point. We appreciate him. Oh, I chose Sun purely for the fact of if I ever get fan art, I want to get fan art of this boy. And not of myself, which is Sun is basically an extension of myself, but he's less me than say like some people whose avatars are just a drawn version of them. I try to say they for everyone so I don't misgender people. I feel like they is like the good general. Sometimes I'll say they, especially when I refer to streamers, but I don't mean they as in like the streamer themselves. Sometimes I mean they as in like also the chat. So I'm using they as like a royal we. Like when I say we, I'm not referring to myself. I'm referring to like the community and also us. I get that. They is always when my brain defaults. I feel like that's like the safety net of like heads empty. I don't want to misgender my friends. And I do have a lot of non-binary friends anyway. Like my two bat children who I'll refer to my model children as my son sometimes just because that's like oh it's my son as more of like the Mimi type. They collective enemy gang, yeah. Royal we, what are you, a king in the bathroom? Yeah, that's why you piss on your enemies to assert dominance. Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed that hard. Something I made myself. That's why I added the parents command in my chat. Ooh. The they confederacy. I love that the MBs are overrepresented by bats. It's okay, you're allowed. Am I allowed to laugh at my own jokes? Yes. Ads have taken me. Goodbye, my friends. It's okay, Beba. I remember saying someone Masquerade is the non-barren NB icon, and I agree with it ever since. I feel that. Well, ooh. Meta! Oh, thank you. Also, thank you for fishing at the same time. Oh no, that's right. If you gift a sub, it fishes for you. I forgot. I added this as a feature. Vape! Jeff is in ads. He didn't see that you caught the vape. No way, it all it did was cost a sub. But if you gift like a bunch of subs at once, I think it'll queue up that many fishing things for you, fishing instances. I'm at Jill. Hi, Ray. I still gotta make it through this set. But thank you so much, Meta. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh my god, you gifted 3 months of subs. Holy shit. Meta. That's a whole season's worth. Oh my god. Meta, thank you so much for the 3 months of subs. Jesus. That's 3 months of being a good egg. Season of Sun starts now. It's sun season. Well, spring is coming up. By the way, is it cool that I still don't have plans exactly for what we're gonna do for our for my stream anniversary and also our Y2K party? I know it's gonna be Y2K themed. That's it. I have no other plans. We're like, see sun. Ooh. I'm worried why I'm not in the ad pad. Maybe you're just lucky. Oh, I'm just like deforming this without. Oh no, that one was fine. This one needs... I fucked up. Reflect. Ooh. Anyway, I've discovered that there's a crop of non-binary bats, like a minor version of the goblining. Oh. I feel like there are certain... There's a certain predilection, something for certain animals or creatures, depending on, like your personality type, you know? Like, there's a bunch of fox VTubers out there. You know, what's the connection between them? But also there's a distinct difference between, you know, like, normal foxes and also, like, the nine-tail fox variety. I don't know what it is about bats, but apparently gender non-conforming people like them. They're just funky little guys. Just little creatures. I don't know. Make like a Venn diagram one day. It's midnight, I should probably vanish. You all have an excellent stream, Helicard. Thank you so much for just chilling out. I hope you have a good eep. Have a good sleep, okay? Remember there's roost of N baddies stream recently. Don't remember when. I do know Mari was there. I don't know, what's up with that? I do have a friend who I've recently designed a bat-like, dragon-like winged creature, but I guess I make them more fae-like in design. I'll show that off one day, but it's like stuck in my iPad for now while I'm still working on their design. For if I ever depict me and my friend doing things in art form. That sounds sick. They gave me the like list of things that they would be like to be depicted as. You know, like I threw at them like if I ever drew us in like a comic or just something, whatever I needed to depict. Like, how would you want to be drawn? And they're like, I don't know, like dragon or bat or fairy. And I'm like, I got you, all of the above. I'm pretty happy with the design, but I'm still wrapping it up. All right. Mouth form. Oops. When the mouth is up. Here. And that should be enough for certain mouth shapes. How are we looking? Benchmark. Shit. I forgot I didn't put the physics on the arm, so they're just gonna be wiggling around. Oh god. When they're transparent, it looks so weird. This is the quality content you guys come here for. Wiggling arm menacingly? Yeah. I Can I make the arms move like this? Like, actually? Not easily. That's not something that I can easily tell it to do. But that's so funny. This is Steez's true essence. No, if it was Steez's true essence, I would put a fishing pole in his arm instead of a wand. Then that would be Steez. Steez would be a wizard, but his like casting medium is actually casting a fishing pole. Shit, you're right. Do you think Steez knows about the fishing minigame? I think he would like that. There's also custom fish in the fishing game. See if you can catch a lawyer-themed fishing thing. And if you're, I'll keep reminding people of this, if you're the top fisher, uh, by the end of the month, you get to add your own custom thing into the lake. Got that clip posted? Gotta get my vape back. Oh yeah, after every catch, you just throw it back into the lake, by the way. That's why you can keep catching the same thing over and over again. Like that scooter. That's why you get a special notification when it's your first time, if you're the first person to catch a thing. Told the Wizard Guild I would practice my casting today. Didn't tell them which kind. That's Final Fantasy 15 in an essence. Ooh, butterfly fish. Actually, earlier Jeff caught one of my favorite fish, which is lionfish. I adore lionfish a lot because they are an invasive species who are so high up the predator list that they don't have a survival instinct. They don't have like a self-saving instinct to swim away from predators. So you can just go up to it and spear it to catch it. And it won't struggle or anything like that. But they're in a poisonous invasive species, but they look cool. They look sick. Eyeball X. I should have made a clipping layer from the eyeballs, but it doesn't matter at this point. Mandarin fish. Should I make the pupil red? This is his skull side, right? Am I wrong to remember that way? I could I heard they taste great to grill. Lionfish? Really? I didn't know that. It's down. Down. Up. Yeah, that seems fine. That's probably okay. So I'm playing the incremental game, this incremental game on the side right now, and it's got this adventure that's way, way longer than the others, and I did the math for it. If the average time to combat completion is 15 seconds, bearing one stupid enemy that stops my progress for 5 times, it takes 42 hours real time to complete. What are you playing? I say it stops progress because there's no way to automate the stopping of silence in a wizard game. What are you playing right now? Theory of Magic. Can't say I'm familiar. I'm also leaning back again. I've gotten back into the gamer pose. This is the left eye, right? Maybe. And thank you for the hydrate. I should have made a okay, let's try something. Ah, okay, okay. It won't let me. Hmm. Well, you have this. Use what you have. Be resourceful. It's so big. It's so detailed. That's fine. And then I want this instead to be part of this. Uh, why did I want to do that? Oh, so I can limit the pupil. Uh, eh. That way, if I do something funky with the eye, you see the pupil doesn't deform with it. I can give you a link to the game later if you remind me. Yeah, I'm curious. 42 hours? Jesus. And you're saying these are like 15-second enemy combat encounters, right? Jesus. What? Ah, okay. Almost takes like 2 to 6 seconds. Okay, but still. Say point one jump scare because I'm gonna multiply the whole thing. And it's fine if it doesn't fully close, because let's be real, this is his skull side. It shouldn't really fully close his eyeball anyway. Can like blink, right? Is it this eye that will actually do any of the blinking? And this is technically up. This is technically down. I am considering that his face is on a diagonal here. Uh, down, up, up, down. That's fine. Uh, eyebrow, I will keep also on one of these. I open. Fine. Okay. This is to correct the eyebrow. I'm in the sunk cost fallacy part of the adventure. I'm like 60% done. You gotta get to the end. You're so close. Yeah, but if you're that far in, I'd say just a little more. Only 2 more days. I mean, you could no life it, you know? It's always an option. I'm also realizing I'm not giving it the option of an eyebrow. Yeah. Uh, quick off-topic question. No, that's fine. Where do I get dyes in 14? So there's a couple of ways. Certain dyes you can buy from the markets. There are certain dyes you can only get from progressing tribe quests. It'll say it has a price. So when you hover over a dye, say you can buy all of them from the market board. Every dye you can just buy from the market board, but obviously there are going to be some that you can just buy from the shop, and you're going to see like, oh, this only costs 40 gil if I just buy it from one of the marketplaces in Eorzea, but they're selling it for like 5,000 on the market board because some people will rather pay for the higher price than go out of their way to go to a market. But any NPC you see in the market and their stall has like a little swatch of like 4 or 5 colors behind them, they sell dyes. Um, it's very limited though. You can also craft your own dyes. You have to get a crafter to level 30. And then you can unlock a quest that you can craft your own dyes as long as you collect the or buy the base pigment for it. Imagine crafting. Imagine trying to become an Omni crafter on my main. Wow. Couldn't do it. Didn't just level up my goldsmith 10 levels in the past 2 days. um some you'll have to do quests for. Some you will get on quests randomly. Um but if anything, anytime you hover over the market board and you see an item has a towards the bottom it'll say shop selling price. If it has none, you can only craft it. There's no other way to get it. Or it's like from a rare drop or something like that from an enemy. You can only drop it, battle for it, or craft it. If it has a price next to it, you can buy it in a store. Or it'll say normal quality. That means you can craft a high quality, but you can buy a normal quality version of it. If it says a price but restricted, that means you probably have to do a quest line to unlock an NPC that has the item available. But the main three are markets, which are the main Aetheryte or the Hawker's Alley in Limsa, the Sapphire Exchange in Old Daw, and the Leatherworkers Market. It's like a couple things there, but it's like the Leatherworkers Guild is the closest Aetheryte in Redania for that. And that should be it for the most part. And each expansion will have a marketplace too. Yeah, if you don't like the dyes available, you can just buy all of them from the market board, realistically. Sorry if that was like a really complex answer for like a simple question. Tell me if I need to like reiterate or if you got that. Look at this fella. No, you're fine. I don't mind any questions about Final Fantasy 14. Unless it was like some sort of like random question critiquing the story and asking for my deep analysis on it, maybe. If it wasn't on topic. But any questions because I know that you're playing it and I know like people in my community play it. I play it. I'm okay with questions at any time that I can answer. Yeah, let's put some let's have some physics, arm. Uh Only 5 pendulums, so we'll just Hey, who's this gorgeous little fellow? This is just a guy. I don't know. We found him. We picked him up off the streets. Oh God. But that's really funny. Okay, so 0.95. 0.98. 0.9. I'm experimenting with the physics right now. I cannot explain my logic just because I don't understand it myself. But it is just the adjust till it looks good. Okay. You guys can't currently see because of the oh. I wonder what hotkey triggered that. There's a car! Maybe the problem is I don't know what type of bait to use for the— oh, maybe that could be the problem. What do you think? There we go. Eagle Ray! Whoa, let's go. Yeah, what kind of bait for the vape you think? Oysters! Ooh. I'm using copper wire right now. I don't know if vapes— oh, I guess there's copper, I think, maybe. I don't know. Wait. Oh! Little bev right here. Alright. That should be good. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scale of 5 on each. Oh, the pendulum's not very strong. Nugget! Oh, lady, they're like, please give me back my vape. Well, she got you an order of nuggies on the side. Goaty is fish, by the way. Well, the game itself only has one recognized command, unfortunately. And it's currently fish. uh... Let's double the output. What's the maximum output? Oh, that's quite a bit. Maybe I just need to then double it again. We keep doubling the output until we get a good number. Oh! Singing fish. Singing fish. Oh my god, legendary. Let's go, Game Lycan. Also, now that you've said that, I do remember that, like, the alternate spelling for fish. GH is F, O is I, TI is SH. Fish. I forgot about that, honestly. Vape! Oh, you did it! Jeff, you caught it! You're the master fisher now. Are you happy? Fucking finally. You got what you wanted, which is amazing. Consider there's over 100 possible things that you can catch in this lake. So that's actually very impressive. There's over like 90 fish, and then like I topped it off to 100 with the ones that I added. Yeah, copper wire was the way to go. You did it. Oh, also, these are like really long. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is it. Put 2 wires in the water and put the ends in a car battery. Easy fish. Yeah. Oh, sailfish. I didn't know this was in here. That's cool. You think they have oarfish in here? I don't know. I don't know what the full catalog is, but I love oarfish. I had a whole PowerPoint presentation on them once. See if I up this like a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's like a little bit better. There we go. No more snapping. As funny as that was. Hi, Ray. It's so wiggly, yeah. Look. Oh, you know what? The angle? Angle we can really push. Angle, I'm gonna make negative 60. 60. And actually invert. Holy shit. Why is it doing that? I had to invert all of them? Is it funnier if they're both symmetrical or if they're both going opposite? Why is it kind of... I think it's funnier that the wand hand is like moving way more than the others. I'm also gonna add an angle. Angle Y. That I'm accidentally naming Angie. Model preset. Big bust. That's fine. But I want that to be angle Y instead. Okay. So wibbly. He's gonna be so fucking powerful, yeah. It's also time to wrap up. We got a stream to raid into for community night over in Final Fantasy. So I will in my mind finish up this easily. Pretty easy. Get your last fishes in. We're wrapping up for the day. Too much. Reel it back a little. Reel it back. I'm gonna look at how powerfully wiggly he is. I think Steez will like this. I don't even know if he has VTube Studio. I just made this for fun. I'll also add his hat here. Oh, what is this? Why? X. Hat X. Head input, bust big. That's fine. yes, shaking, less reaction. We're gonna put his hat in here. Opposite. No, that's fine. Oh, it has to be opposite. I don't know. It's just funny looking, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, the ears. Um, I'll I'll put them in with the arms. As funny as that sounds. Yeah, look at that. Look at him. Look at this guy. Let's put him in posing. But I hope you guys had fun, you know, jamming out with me today. We're gonna say hi to Petra. What do you guys want as the raid message? I think she's live. Alright, we're gonna say hi to Petra. What do we want as our raid message? We can do whatever we want because we can be a bit silly over at Petra's, right? What do you think? Got our vape back. Piss. Jeff got his vape back. That's our raid message for today. Wizard blast. Actually, never mind. We can do whatever we want. Next week we come back with Trial Thursdays, and that's about it. That's about it for me for this week. Uh, I'll be working hard on my art. Also, hardly working. If you see me on Final Fantasy, we don't perceive. But I love you guys very much. I'm gonna prep this out. Piss to assert dominance? Sure. Piss to assert dominance. What piss free vape. Both of those. What emote do I want to smack in between there? Oh shit. Ads are coming up soon. Hold on. Piss free Vape. That's our raid message. Use my emotes, Petra's emotes, whoever's emotes you've ever so please. I love you guys very much. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to Petra. Participate in community night, because I'll be there too after I go get some snacks. Yep. That's about it. I'll see you guys on Tuesday if I stream on Tuesday for some more shenanigans. And then Trial Thursdays, we return. I might do Thursday, Friday as a stream, as 2 long days to wrap up the Ace Attorney DLC. And then we're gonna go into the Apollo trilogy from there, okay? I love you guys very much. Have a good night.